This is where we spill the tea. I mean, we're here.
We're on the Jones Beach Boardwalk.
Oh
Dee
my
Snyder's
God.
calling in.
Wrap it up. We've been hanging out with the hot teas.
The hot teas, by the way, Armies. Hashtag Long Island Life. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back to Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea on why we love living on Long Island and just being here. And, you know, every day's a gift.
Every day is a gift.
I'm Kristen.
I'm Sharon. How you doing?
Good. I've got to remember. It's like a mantra. Yes.
I know.
It's fine.
You'll remember.
Your sweatshirt the other day. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
I'm fine. I was like, right. Yeah. I was like, I pretty much, oh, sorry. So speaking of things being fine, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Are you good?
Yeah.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. So do you.
No, I
Yes, you
look
do.
how I
Even-
feel, which is windblown.
I know. You were totally windblown today, but you look great.
Thank you. It was actually really fun. I got to do a cool thing. Justine and I spent the morning at Gilgo Beach.
I love it. It's my stomping grounds.
That's so funny. I've never been there before. I mean, I've heard obviously Gilgo is like famous for like true crime.
Yes.
You know, that's all I know about it. But it's like, to me, it's funny because it's a state park and it's by Jones Beach. And then for me, it's on Ocean Beach Parkway. And I just call it all Jones Beach. As
Really?
a transplant.
That's so funny.
Because everybody's like,
Because
oh,
everything, like, like coming off of Jones Beach, there's Tobay, there's Gilgo, there,
yeah,
like,
there's Robert
it's
Moses.
crazy.
And I just
I don't
call
know.
it Jones
South
Beach.
Shore.
Yeah.
South Shore
I mean,
girl.
it's like literally the same beach. It just
is.
has different parking lots.
Exactly.
Right? So that's a Long Island thing, I think, because I'm like, but, you know, it's good to know the different beaches. Obviously, I know the beaches.
Yep. Different towns.
I was like, don't yell at me.
Yeah, please don't.
But yeah, no, it was really cool. I'd never been to Gilgo Beach. And today I got to do the ribbon cutting with Chip Gorman, who's the Long Island Regional Director of State Parks. And Eric, I don't forget his last name, but he's the Commissioner of State Parks. And he's so awesome. Just the greatest guys. And they just added like, I don't know how many tons of sand. So where we were standing today, cutting the ribbon, we would have been standing in water.
Yeah.
A year ago.
100%, because of so much erosion.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because that, like, it closed down one summer because you couldn't even stand
Couldn't
on
do
it,
anything.
you
It's
know?
awesome now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. And I think that it's so cool that, and I said it in the press conference today, I was like, it's so awesome, the dedication to our beaches, to preserving our beaches and making sure that they stay not only intact, but like amazing. I mean, standing on that.
Pristine.
I'm so dumb. Chip even texted me this morning and was like, just so you know, we're not wearing ties because we're going to be on the beach weather. He's like telling me, don't wear your dumb stilettos and your dress,
dresses,
right?
yeah.
That's his nice way of saying beach weather.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing like my little yellow pants and I have these cute little sandals. They're like little daisies on them.
So
you know,
cute.
I can't remember the designer. Betsy
Johnson.
Betsy Johnson. Yeah, they're really cute. And so they're like, you know, I'm thinking, oh, spring. And it was, it said it was going to be like in the
60
60s.
degrees, yeah.
Let me tell you, you know my favorite place on Long Island is the Robert Moses Bridge.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You know, that's my favorite
Is it
bridge.
really?
Oh my God.
Oh, absolutely. It's my favorite, but I didn't know it was
love
yours.
the Robert Moses Bridge. And I get so excited every time I drive
Yeah.
over it. Not so much today, Sharon.
No, not with that wind.
I got to tell you, I was driving over the bridge and it was very gray, cold. The weather like turned right as we were getting
It's still
there.
warm, but it's gray and
It was
windy.
but it's not warm because it's so windy, like
Yeah.
crazy wind. And so I'm driving over the bridge and the sea is just angry. It's like all white
I love
caps
it.
and
Yeah.
choppy. And I'm driving and like the car is blowing. It's like, I mean, it's like really blowing me off this. I'm like,
Oh my
how
God.
ironic would it be? As much as I talk about how much I love this bridge, this is what I'm thinking. It's going to blow me over the edge. I'm going to die a very painful death in this icy, choppy, cold water.
You are hilarious because I literally had that nightmare like as a child, like driving off the bridge, and I was always afraid of bridges for so long. Like I'd have to hold my sister's hand.
Oh my
like, in the
God.
back of the
Tegan's
car.
afraid of bridges, but I don't know why.
And Robert Moses just, I don't know.
It's very close
love
to
it.
the water.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. You feel like you're like so close. But today I was like,
Yeah.
So anyway, it was really, really fun. And because as horrible as the weather was, and it was like, and I'm like, hi. And they're all these guys that like built the sand.
Yeah.
They're all standing there like, we're in the wrong shoes. I'm like, yes, but I can feel the sand in my toes. I'm like, what a perfect day to think about how much we love this summer. It's right around the corner. And like tears are coming out of my eyes.
Makeup's everywhere.
I'm like, tears of joy. Oh, God. I mean, seriously, I was like, just. But it was so fun because it did feel like I was on the beach today.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, summer is so close.
I know, it's like right around the corner.
And it was awesome. So, and now I look like beach hair for the rest of the day, and I have to go present to the next gen people. I guess hopefully they don't care. Yeah. Next generation.
Like beach hair don't care.
My kids don't care about their. Well, that's not true. They do their hair, so hopefully they don't judge. So summer is coming.
No judgment.
I know. I was like, so travel season. Make sure you're booking. It's gonna be so fun. And I don't know why I wrote travel on here, but also I'm really excited about today's show.
Yes,
because
we've been counting down.
Today is our Love is Blind Long Island show.
So excited.
I don't know how it's going to go, Sharon.
I know.
So
we'll see.
We don't know what we're doing. We're just trying things.
I think it's going to be fun.
But I was talking to the Fit Doc. We had lunch with the Fit Doc and her husband, Scott, Dr. Michelle Reed, and because we're talking, she's actually a little sneak peek. I'm going to tease it a little bit. Little teaser. She's going to start getting more involved in the pod, which I'm super pumped about. So we had a meeting with her. But I'm talking to them, and Scott had the most brilliant idea. He's like, you know what you should have done, or next time what you should do, have the moms call in and pitch their sons.
Oh my God, that would be so funny.
I'm like, because moms look at Bree.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Like, as a mom, I'm like, I would want my son to be with a girl like Bree.
Yes.
She's gorgeous. She's independent.
Smart.
She works so hard.
Yeah.
So smart. So kind.
She truly is beautiful inside and out.
I mean, seriously. I mean, honestly.
She's an emerging star.
Emerging.
Tourism
oh my
star.
God. Right. By the way.
Come on.
Yeah. Not just two different organizations, national organizations, just named Bree Emerging Star. She's one of only 9 people in the country. And the other one's Destinations International, and she's at top 30 under 30.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that one?
Yes.
Oh, congrats.
So she's going to go to the national conference and be awarded. I mean, this lady is just amazing. And and it's funny because one of the moms I was talking to, our board member, Dorothy Roberts, and I was like, you should get your son. He's so cute. And she's like, oh, he's a player. I'm like, that's the only reason Bree is single.
Yes.
Is because she picks guys like that. She would for sure pick him. Because she picks the players.
Oh my God, that is hysterical.
I know. And I know that because I used to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, one of the things I wanted to talk about before we get into it, and I don't want to bring the mood down, but we're finishing up, Strong Women's Month and all that. Mm-hmm. And one of the women that has made the biggest impact on me, and I think you and this organization,
100%.
Is Janet Fernandez.
Yes.
Janet Fernandez was our CFO, basically, external CFO. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, this lady, Janet Fernandez, when I first started here, you immediately went on maternity leave.
Yeah, it was literally I was 10 months pregnant again.
Yeah.
And we decided to reach out to Janet, and I literally called her.
Yeah.
And then I left for maternity leave.
The reason is, so we were here. I had just gotten here. Sharon was literally about to pop. And the internal person we had for accounting was just a non-starter. It just wasn't working out.
Right.
So I was like, I need to unfortunately let this person go. And then I had no him and no you.
Right.
And I had no one. And I didn't know anything about the organization or the finances or the history or where anything was or any passwords. Mm-hmm. So we called Janet, and she specializes in turning turning around nonprofits, really, which is what she did.
Yeah.
Changed everything.
Everything.
I mean, it was a hot mess in here. It was a hot mess. And we streamlined everything. Everything is now best practices. Everything is so technology driven, and she more than she's so smart, and I just loved her, and she was so talented, but also gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I mean, I remember board members
her
being
smile.
Who is that?
Oh God!
When
she walked in, the board members are all like, "She's hired."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She was gorgeous. So this is we're coming up on a year of her anniversary of her death. So
I know, and it's just so sad. It is, and I thought of it because one of the things I loved so much about Janet is she just always had this bright smile, always this wonderful demeanor.
She was so positive.
I know,
all the time.
It's hard to talk about her because I'm hopefully I don't want to lose it. But what I loved, I remember the first time I met her husband, which made me think of the guys that you choose. So Bree, listen up, because Janet is just stunning and beautiful and effortless and brilliant and owned her own company, all this. And then I remember meeting her husband at our brand reveal, and he was kind of I mean, he's kind of nerdy.
Because he's an accountant.
Right.
You know, yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's not, I was just like, it's not what I expected. And he was so obsessed with her.
And the most humble man you can ever meet.
He came up to me and he was like, my Janet is so amazing. He was like, he just like gushed over her. And I remember thinking in that moment, I even told Thomas about it later. I was like, I want that.
Right.
Why do I keep dating the guys that are like, cool, I might show up, I might not.
Yeah.
If I'm busy.
Maybe I'll see you later.
Whatever.
Maybe I won't.
I'm kind of like a big deal.
Yeah.
And
Remember that?
We'll see.
Oh,
And I was like, cool, you must be really awesome.
Yeah.
Because you don't have time for me. Yeah. yeah. And you smell good. And I saw them, and I remember it like really made an impact on me, the two of them. And I was like, that's what I want. I want somebody that is like there by her side.
I remember meeting him too that night. At the entire night, he had his hand on her back.
So
the entire night.
That would drive me crazy. I'd be like, get away from me. Don't touch me. I'm trying to work here.
It was so sweet. You know, like I just remember him just holding her on a pedestal, literally. You know, like whole night. But you know what my favorite part about Janet was? Her positivity. You know, just the fact that we were in hell, literally.
I was like, this shit was going down.
It was going down. You know, I came back and I remember meeting her for the first time, and I'm like, so she's like, so you're Sharon, and I was like, yes. Yeah. And she's like, we've missed you. So we sat together for days, and then after that we became really close, and I just looked at her, and she's taught me so much.
Yeah, she was always just so sweet and smart and beautiful. And so we still have Janet Fernandez and our good friend Christina's carrying the torch, but her husband wrote us a note this week, and he was like, it's been a year since I lost my great love. Yeah. I'm like,
yeah. It was so...
I told Thomas about it this morning. I'm like, that is so heartbreaking. And so, it's just a lesson, though, to look beyond. This is why I love that we're doing Love is Blind, because to look beyond that and to look at the person that's going to support you and represent you. And because you know what? Life is short.
Yep.
You never know. I mean, by the way, Janet, she passed away of lung cancer and never smoked a day in her life.
Yeah.
She
was an avid
super
runner,
healthy.
Yep.
She actually was running and
realized,
that she was short of breath. So, you never know, not to be morbid, but you never know what tomorrow holds. And I just want to give like a big shout out to Janet. We love you. We miss you every day. I think about her every day, and I still sign the invoices. I'm like, Janet, I
know. And thank God we have Christina, her second best.
And the fact that her husband took the time to send us a note was just like the cutest. So sweet. Another reason why I love him. So we all need men like that in our lives. And we're cheersing to Janet with the wine of the week.
So this week we are drinking Pellegrini. We haven't had them in a while.
Yes.
I love this one. This is Cabernet Sauvignon 2017. This wine... Hold, please.
Let's hear it. Pellegrini. I just love the name.
It doesn't really talk about this specific wine, but Pellegrini Vineyards is located in Cutchogue, New York on the North Fork. On the eastern tip of Long Island, was originally planted in 1982. The vineyard is planted exclusively with the Vinifera varieties, Chardonnay, Merlot, and Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Petit Verdot. The winemaking technique employs traditional methods in combination with state-of-the-art equipment.
All right, cool. It's delicious.
Yeah, I love it. We love it.
I gotta be honest.
Honestly, we love a Cab Sauvignon anytime.
Right, and it's a perfect day for it.
It is. It's like cold
and dark and blustery and windy, and it's weird because it said it was going to be warm. And I'm packing for, I leave on Sunday. I'm like gone forever.
Palm Springs.
I know,
right?
but
Are
literally,
you in Palm Springs?
Yes. And it sounds very luxurious, but
you're like all over the place this month.
Let me tell you,
Can't catch up.
It's not. My flight leaves at 6 a.m., meaning the car gets there at like 3 a.m. Yeah. And I have to, of course you connect to Palm Springs. And then I'm there, I get there Sunday night, I'm there Monday, I come back Tuesday. I mean, it's so like, crazy. It's not like,
you're blinking and you're gone.
I'm not lounging by the pool.
No, exactly. But
then I looked at the weather.
The idea of going to Palm Springs.
Right. It sounds nice.
It does.
It sounds nice until you start packing, because I look at the weather and it's like 96 degrees. I'm like, I don't know. Whoa.
Wow.
I have not transitioned my closet.
Again, you're going to be in a convention center with air conditioning, and you're going to freeze. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Meeting rooms,
Yeah, okay, cool. So I will be in Palm Springs, and it's going to be so crazy. But it's nice to drink a little Long Island wine before we go. Can we do a little Long Island life before our Love is Blind segment?
I think so.
Do you have some Long Island? I mean, I do.
Well, I don't know if this goes under celebrity or Long Island life, but I'll say it. Susan Lucci's husband passed away. 84 years old.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God. When?
Paper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of the great love.
Yes.
They were married for like 54 years.
Yes. And they were living in Garden City. They are living in Garden City.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. His obituary
I don't know
was
why
in the
I feel like
today.
I know her and them.
Yeah,
oh, my poor Susan Lucci.
I know. But you should see the picture in Newsday today. It's so beautiful.
Oh my God. Of course, the
and
one
he's
day.
So
Because I
handsome.
left this morning to go to Gilgo Beach. I haven't read the paper yet.
Really? Oh my
yes.
God. He's so handsome. He doesn't
Of course.
look, I don't know when the picture was taken, but obviously she looks perfect. But
always.
he was the owner of her whole production team. And
Oh,
everything
really?
Like that. Yeah.
Well, he was a chef at the Garden City Hotel when they met, and she worked there, and he was a chef for a long time. And so, anyway, oh my God, my poor Susan Lucci.
I know.
I feel like we should send her a note.
We should.
Can we send her a note?
We'll send her
some Long Island love. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so sad. Wow, this is a morbid show. I don't know what's going on. But,
I know. Let's pick it back up. What do you got for
okay.
Long Island
All right.
Life?
So I wrote down. I always write notes during the week, and and I've been like, oh, some people complain, boo. But actually, this week though, I was like, I am so loving Long Island. Even today at the Gilgo Beach, all the guys.
Yeah.
I'm walking out, and they're like, hey. Get warm. What are you doing in those shoes? They were like, have a good day.
Aww.
I mean, and I'm doing it with a weird accent, but they were like, New York, have a good day. I don't know how to do it, but they do it like their New York accents. And it's just so nice. And I was, had a couple over the weekend, I go to the bagel shop, I was getting bagels, and I go to the local bagel place, Bagel Express. And the same guy's there,
every time. Yeah.
The people are there.
And the
It's
line
your
is out the
neighborhood
door. Yeah.
And they know you. And I'm getting my bagels. And he's like, all right, hon. What do you say? I wrote down. He's like, all right, doll.
What do you want, doll?
He's like, there you go. Go home now. You read your paper. Have a cup of coffee. Have a good bagel. Okay?
I love
have
it.
a good day.
I love it.
Okay.
Question for you, Long
literally
Island
what I'm
Life.
gonna do.
Have you had a French toast bagel yet?
No.
Oh my God. I don't know why nobody's like. So
What?
Braden had a sleepover last weekend, and the mom, my good friend, was like, you know what kind of bagel he asked for? French toast. And I'm like, yeah, you never had it? She's like, no.
Oh.
It smelled and looked delicious.
Oh my God. I don't know if my body,
believe it.
my blood sugar can handle.
So it's just like a bagel with cinnamon and powdered sugar and maple.
No,
I
can
good.
Listen. I can barely have a plain bagel with cream cheese. It touches my lips, and I go into a shame spiral for
I know,
a straight
same.
day.
I know,
I can't
but
you
do the veggie cream cheese.
No, I'm a plain. I'm not.
Everything bagel with veggie cream cheese or cinnamon raisin with veggie cream cheese.
I wish I was more. I'm just dumb because I'm not a Long Islander, so I'm not good at bagels. So I am now, right? My daughters are like, I have an egg, everything with blah blah blah. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, they know how to order a bagel. I'm still lame. But
I love it. It's like, enjoy your coffee.
And go, all right, doll.
All right, doll.
Go read the paper, have some coffee, enjoy your bagel. I'm like, that's literally what I'm going to do.
I love it.
Oh, he was so cute. And then I was going to the post office, and I'm walking out, and this lady's like, you just have the prettiest eyes.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. She's like, they're just so bright and cheery.
Oh.
And I, P.S., did not, I was like,
bright
before
and cheery
I
eyes
was
that
not in a bright and cheery mood. And I was like, I was after that.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
I love
and
it.
just the joy of a compliment, saying, just
no matter
just
what.
she didn't have to say that.
Yep.
She could have thought it,
Yeah.
not said it. But she said it. I was like, ah.
Yeah, that's
I just,
so sweet.
New Yorkers, I got to tell you, I love them.
You know what's so funny? Last night I did the career fair for Ward Melville High School, and it was great to be there. We met some really incredible students. I told you, one of the kids, I watched him all night go to every single. There was probably 200 tables there, right? Would you say?
Oh, it was packed.
It was packed, and the kid, I watched him all night long. He was there by himself, and he went to every table, and he was asking all the right questions. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you're going to be president one day for 100% sure.
I'm telling you, these kids are impressive.
But 4 different times, people came up to me, they're like, do I know you? Wait, did you go to Ward Melville? And I'm like, no. But I get that all the time. Do you get that? Familiar face?
I don't think so, no.
And then a couple of kids came up, they're like, do you like your CEO? And I'm like,
oh.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
I sure do. Of course I do. And they're like, oh, we know her personally.
Oh.
So I was like,
they were
kids?
Fully testing you.
Yeah. They're like, you work for Discover Long Island? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
They asked Shannon.
Oh,
they're like, do you like your CEO? And she was like, yes.
Yeah.
So
she was like,
we know her personally.
Who's asking? I don't know.
It's so weird
On
when
the
you go to
record or
those
off
things,
the record?
right?
I know. Exactly. Oh, yeah, it was good. And it was really cool that you guys did that. And we're, workforce is really important. We're trying to talk to the youth about jobs and career opportunities.
And like you and I were talking this morning, like it's important to get in front of them at high school. You know, I mean, because we had one girl who was really interested. You know, she's in yearbook, she's doing this and that, and she's like, you know, do you design this travel guide? And I was like, yes, we do it all internally. And she's like, I love that. Like, you ever interested in internships and
Alyssa and Chris are like, yes, bring her on. We need some graphic design.
So I gave her my card. I'm like, call me over the summer if you even want to come in for a day and just see how it's going. You know.
Oh, that's so cute.
We also hosted this week. I'm sorry if I'm derailing.
No.
The Suffolk County Community College hotel sales class, and we've changed our dynamics. You know, as a CVB to a DMO. You know, I mean, they're used to speaking with our sales managers and learning how to like grab leads and penetrate those leads and things like that. So when they contacted us, I'm like, we don't really have salespeople yet. We just hired Karen. She was brand spanking new. You know, I'm like, so I don't really have anybody to address the class. He's like, why don't you just address them and talk about
what we do? Right.
So we took everybody in, and I loved it. It was 90 minutes, and I just listening to their questions and like really explaining what we do here and why it's important for Long Island, for the economy, everything like that. I mean, they didn't even, you know, like they didn't even grasp it until we sat them, you know, we talked about it. And I had invited Chris and all, you know, Danielle, director of marketing, Susan for public policy, you know, Justine for PR, like just to
give them like a full understanding. That's cool.
It was really cool.
I bet you they loved it. And people have no idea what we do. And you know, it's all subliminal. They just think this stuff just happens.
Right.
People just come here. People just choose Long Island over every other destination because, you know, why?
Right.
But when you're traveling, you're like, oh, you're not doing research, you're not looking on your Instagram, you're not being in it. Yes, you are, of course. So, okay. So, real quick, one more other thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, just one more person. Speaking of I love Long Islanders, one of our hot teas. And by the way, she is a dedicated hot tea. She listens every week. Her name is Cindy, and she actually owns the Fathom Hotel in Port Washington.
Cindy. We love her.
Yeah, and to be even more clear, in Plandome, where we didn't
know. Where I had no idea where it was.
Wait, we know now.
We know now,
We're
Cindy.
The village of Plandome, which is right near Manhasset, and
it is beautiful. Once I realized what it is, I was like, oh yeah.
And her property is amazing. It's right on the water.
Right down by the water.
And you can take boat tours right from there. You can take, we took that Elixir boat cruise from LA Boat Tours, and it goes right from the marina, and it takes you all the way to the Statue of Liberty.
What a fun
trip
that was.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But Cindy is so cute because she's like, hey, you didn't know where this was? And then she was like, we had something wrong on one of our blogs. And she's amazing because she's an law school librarian.
It's amazing.
And so she's like really detail oriented.
And she's like, this is like in my blood.
And she's so cute. She's like, I swear I'm not trying to create this.
And you know what?
I'm like, yeah, but we need it. Please tell us. I'm like, if we have something blatantly wrong, please.
Yeah, call us out.
Yeah, we're human.
Yeah,
let us know.
Exactly.
And she was so cute because she texted me today or emailed me today, and she's like, I just listened to the pod, and you're talking about how, you know, people say all you hear is critiques, and I just didn't want you to hear that from me, so I wanted to send you an email and say, how can I help? You're doing a great job. And I was
that's
like,
amazing.
That's so sweet.
See, it's so sweet.
She's such a, I was like, please don't stop telling us what we need to correct.
Exactly.
And also, we love our hot teas, and we love our Long Islanders. So Cindy, I told her, I was like, we are thinking about doing a remote.
Yeah.
From her property because it's gorgeous. It's right on the water.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So, all right. So thank you, Cindy. And I think it's time. I mean, are we gonna do this? So here we go. We have Bree here for our Love is Blind Long Island, which we're also calling #compatibility.
Oh yes. There's a few names for it now.
Belong together.
Belong together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got this idea from obviously Love is Blind and also Bob that called in, Single Bob, and Bree, you know, is such a prize to us. And so we want to thank Mike and Joshua for coming on to the show. So Bree, real quick, just to refresh for anyone that didn't see the last interview for you, what are you looking for in a partner?
I am looking for someone who's independent, mature, does their own thing a little bit, but also we can come together, have fun, go on some adventures and explore, but also like stay in. I'm not about the whole like, I love to go out, love to have a good time, but not every weekend.
Can I just say, I think you should also be looking for somebody that, like, when you text them, they text you back.
Exactly. Yes.
Right?
Just communicate.
Or just says, hey,
great.
I'm thinking about you. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That prioritizes you,
Like,
in other words.
Good
Yes.
morning, beautiful. How are you
You need
today?
someone to prioritize you. That's what I'm saying. It's because
That's
it's not
the number
just,
one thing.
Yeah, it's not just what you do or what you enjoy doing. It's how that person's going to make you feel.
Yes. Putting in effort, communication.
Right.
These are the bare minimum things that I need to.
Right. And I don't know why that's hard, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. So, Bree, thank you for doing this. And thanks to Mike and Joshua as well. So, Sharon, you want to start with the questions?
Are we asking them both at the same
Yeah,
time? Okay,
yeah,
so
we
both
can- yeah.
bachelors, please answer.
We'll ask one of them so they know who to go first.
Oh, okay. That's
Right.
what I was asking.
Okay.
Asking both at the same time. Okay.
Oh, it's-
All right, Mike. I'm going to ask
I'm ready.
you. How are you? Ready?
Good, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you
He
doing?
said.
How
I
you
love it. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Morning. I like to
Morning.
be very productive. Get a lot of things done in the morning. But I'm also at night. I'm a cop, so I work at night also. So sleep.
So about the best of both worlds?
No, is that reflect? Sleep isn't a big thing, but I love to get so much things done by like 9 a.m. I think that's awesome. And you have the whole day ahead of you.
By
to
the
be
way,
very productive.
thank you for your service, Mike. Protect
Yes.
and serve.
Mhm.
We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I gotta protect beautiful girls like Brianna.
Oh,
wow.
Uh-oh, Joshua, you got to step. You got work to do. Let's
Joshua, you a
Go,
morning
Josh.
person or a night owl?
You're setting the bar pretty high, Mike. I'm a night person. I stay up weekdays and weekends till around 2 or 3 a.m. That's when I get a lot of my work done. I feel like I can really focus in on the nighttime, and then I sleep. I don't know, at least 7 or 8 hours. I get up
Gotta
10 or 11.
Good
Yeah.
8 hours.
I just
Right.
looked over at
Right.
Chris and I'm like, can you hear this? Can you hear this?
No,
like,
nobody
I'm
else
like,
can hear
Chris, Are you listening to this? I don't know. Okay, do you go? Is it Joshua or Josh?
Josh is fine.
Okay, cool. And so Sharon's giving you softball, but so I kind of want to know, Josh, in order to do that, like, what do you do for a living?
Oh, okay. So I've been a manager at Petco for about 6 years. And during the evenings, I work on my private business, which is dog walking.
Oh, wow.
During
All right,
the
all right.
nights, I do a lot of advertising for that.
Okay.
So wait, how many dogs do you have at any point?
At any point, I could walk between 2 and 6 at a time.
I was gonna say, like, are you one of those people with 17 leashes? Like,
Oh yeah, you just
Yeah,
put your
that's-
headphones in and they, let the dogs.
they love
walk
it.
you, really.
Oh, that's so cute.
Bree loves dogs.
I do.
She
Love
watches.
dogs.
She watches my dogs, and they love her.
Yeah, I don't have time to commit to.
I love it.
my
Can't
own.
get enough.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, dogs are the best. What else? What's your next question, Sharon?
Okay, so Mike, will come back to you. If you can go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
100% Greece, Santorini, Mykonos, any of those
Love it.
places, because I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but I've never been there, but it looks insane because you have a mixture of history as well as the water. And like just the ambiance of over there, it just looks insane. The culture, the food. I love Mediterranean. The people there seems like they love it, and you just have everything. You have the looks of the landscape. You have the great food. You have the culture. You have history. You have everything combined into one place in Greece, and like I don't know. That just seems like the most amazing place for me to go. For sure.
Awesome.
On the list. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Josh? If you can go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
I've really been wanting to go to Ibiza in Spain. It's like the party capital. I really, I'm up late.
Yeah,
so I
you're a
gotta
night
have
owl.
something to do. I feel like it's a great place to hang out, meet people, a lot of good music, food.
Okay.
Party town.
Can I ask how old both of you guys are? Josh, how old are you?
32.
32. Mike?
I am 28.
28. Okay, cool. And so we asked Bree the question. It's probably just fair that we ask you guys the question, what you're looking for in a partner. Josh, why don't you go first?
Sure. So I'm looking for somebody long-term. I'm getting old now, so I want something that's a little bit more reliable, somebody who can also be independent and has a good career path.
Okay. That's good. That's kind of aligns.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
Whatever Brianna said, I want. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just
Winner.
Yeah, it's a smart man.
kidding. No, I just like to. I'm funny. I just want someone that like wants to have fun and stuff, obviously, but also wants to just to have like normal like chill nights. Like I'm not into like the whole party. Like it gets really old after a while. Like as I said, I'm 28. It gets old. I had a lot of fun years of doing that. I'm over it. What else?
No,
They're
that's
very
good.
independent.
Okay.
No, I'll keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, no, I got this.
All right, cool. All right. Keep going.
They're independent, they're down to earth, but also like as far as communication, like I feel like there's a lot of people that just don't look at the phone, and it's just like I don't double text ever. So I think that's the most obnoxious thing is double texting. So it's like if I text you, you don't text back. That's fine. I won't annoy you, and I just expect the same thing in return. So basically, nice and simple, nothing too crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do people in your? Can I just ask why do I don't know if it's guys or people in your generation. Why do you ignore text? Like, why? Do you think it's? And I'm literally not. I'm just asking. Like,
Anybody in general.
Do you think it's like creating that aura of what am I trying to say?
I know what you're saying. Like,
Mystery.
Mystery.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bree.
Yeah.
Thank God Bree's here.
I don't know.
we're like
What I
too
like-
cool for
what-
school.
What I like to think is people like to hide behind a keyboard though too. So I don't really look too into texting. Like if like you send me a long paragraph and say like God forbid we're fighting or something, I'll just call you and be like, hey, let's just talk it out. Like, let's
Yeah,
Love that.
the novel
Mature.
texts
Mature.
are ridiculous.
Mature.
like the old-fashioned way rather than texting. I call you, no answer. It's like
Love
okay.
that.
What do you think about that, Josh?
Yeah.
I think that a lot of guys have like internal communication problems. Instead of discussing an issue, they sort of just internalize it, and they're like, you know what? I think it's easier to just blow this person off instead of expressing maybe a disinterest.
Yeah, I think you're right too. I do. I think it's just I don't know what that's called. Like just
Communication.
problems, but also just laziness.
Yeah.
It's like lazy.
Yeah. Josh, what is your ideal first date?
Ideal first date. Let's see. So, Brianna seems like a dog person. So maybe if she would want to tag along with me one day, we could walk a bunch of dogs together. If not, that's okay. We'll go out to dinner. I mean, Brianna's the Long Island queen, so I'm sure she knows plenty of good places we could talk about to go to. One of my favorites are up Northern Shore, Short Beach, maybe a little picnic.
Okay.
And,
So romantic.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
That was really cute.
Nice.
And just so you know, the winner of this segment, and I give total kudos to both of you for taking time out of your day to do this. Thank you. Although you're going to win no matter what because you're going to get to spend time with Bree.
Or you're going to get some
Swag.
DLI swag.
Yeah, some swag. But SaGhar, the Curry Club at SaGhar in Port Jefferson, which has amazing waterfront views. It's like a 2-story. You look over the whole Port Jefferson Harbor. You can watch the ferries come back and forth from Connecticut.
Yeah.
And plus it's an incredible restaurant of Indian food, the Curry Club. And so you get they're going to a complimentary dinner for the two of you. And what you don't know is Mark of Elegance, our incredible board member, has thrown in a limo service to and from your date to make sure you feel extra special. So, but I'm telling you right now, bring flowers, okay? That you were doing nothing else. Like, just make sure you bring flowers. But so you're going to get a great dinner. But what about you, Mike? Where would you take Bree on your first date? If it wasn't all those places already paid for.
Already done.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm just saying the answers you want to give. Like, I don't know who I was speaking to yesterday where I was like, oh, yeah, I'm also a Pisces. If anyone cares about, like, the whole astrology thing. I know she said she's a Cancer. I'm like, Pisces, I'm obsessed with waterfront things. That's why I told you guys before I love Greece.
Your
like,
water sign.
Water signs. Love it.
anything, yeah.
I'm dying
we
right
can
now.
cry together. anything on the water is just awesome. And like nice wine, and then just seeing the sunset. Oh my God, there's nothing better than that. That's why going to Greece, or I love going to Florida, and in places like that. There's like so many restaurants in Florida or places like anytime we go, I have to go there simply because there's nothing better than having a dinner and then watching the sun set. That's the most beautiful thing
over
in the
the
world.
water.
With the water.
Mike, you sound such a Long Islander. Like it's so funny.
I love it.
I know. It's funny.
It's cute.
I was actually just away, and they were like, "Where are you from?" I'm from Long Island.
Okay.
They're like, "Oh, Long Island." I'm like, I didn't realize I have that bad of an accent, but apparently I do.
Yeah, you do.
Nothing wrong with that.
What town are you from?
Valley Stream, Nassau County.
What about you, Josh?
I'm from Smithtown.
Oh, that's close. So a funny story. Bree sent us a text over the weekend, and it was like a meme, and it was like, when a guy says, "Are you into astrology?" and it's like a picture of a cat, like with a full like tarot card reading outfit on, and then like, and all the astrology signs behind him, like, what, me? Like, yeah, okay. So we're all. I mean, I am too. We're like we're super into that.
We read
stuff.
our horoscopes like every day.
Yeah, it's really.
I
mean,
read
listen,
all of their horoscopes.
You know why? Because that stuff is real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I believe it.
So, Bree, I'm going to have you ask the last question that is going to be, because these guys are both amazing. I'm going to say, I think you're both awesome, and you're both giving great answers, and I think, amazing catches. And maybe whoever doesn't win the show, we'll just keep you as our bachelor, depending on, after Chris, of course. But because you both seem like a catch. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I love all of it. So, Bree, what is your deal breaker question?
Deal breaker question. I guess it's not really a deal breaker, but I'm just curious if they're an introvert or extrovert, or do you switch? And
I had to put you on the spot, but I'm like,
is family important to you?
Yeah.
And what are your long-term goals?
Now, which one do you want to start? Josh, will you start that, please?
Yes. Anyone.
Yeah. So generally, I guess I'm more introverted. I'm a pretty quiet guy, but in a good social situation, I can switch it up. I'm not, quiet all the time. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I like to party, and I do a lot of different social activities at work. So, but it's a lot for your mental energy. It's just kind of draining, but I do enjoy the mix in terms of goals and family. I'd love to have a big family. I have a lot of brothers now. I'd like to have a lot of kids. My long-term goals, eventually I'd like to, expand my business and maybe open up like a grooming truck, stuff like that.
So cute.
Do you do dog sitting, Josh, or just dog walking?
Just walking for now.
Okay. I love it. Okay.
I know.
I'm like, okay.
Making a mental dictionary.
In case Bree gets busy, she falls in love, and she doesn't want to watch my dogs anymore. I'm gonna what's going on? All right, Mike, how about you?
I'll be honest. I'm definitely an extrovert. I like to talk a lot, but I'm not obnoxious. I like to go out. I have a lot of different friend groups that on any given day I'm able to go out and do something. But there's also some times where I just want to just chill home and do literally nothing and just watch a movie, and I'm like, this is an awesome night. I have no regrets about this night. As far as family values and all that, I mean, we can talk about astrology and how stars can tell you if you're an introvert or extrovert, but I think family is what really defines your personality and how you grow up. So luckily I have a good family that kind of raised me the right way. And that will just obviously translate to how I want to be when I'm older with whoever I have a family with. So obviously I want all that because that's all I know. So obviously family values is going to define, what I'm going to want in my future. And I mean, yeah, I can talk about work and make money. That's all great. That gives you freedom to do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, it's really just family that comes first before anything. So.
All right. Well, this has been amazing. Bree, you have your work cut out for you because
one final question.
Yeah, we had. Well, I think she did. I think we had.
Leave it up to the experts.
Yeah, we had one bachelor that I think, work took him away, which tells you everything, to be honest. I mean, like we talked about prioritization, so there
Can't
it is.
even make time
He's
for
eliminated.
the first initial meet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Come on. You're working from home, dude.
Sorry, not sorry.
Be real.
Yeah.
So that's all we need to know about that. But you guys, by the way, cream of the crop. I'm super impressed with both of you. You want us to choose for you? Or are you going to choose? It's your date. So why don't you say, so the way we'll do this is you'll say who you chose, and the person that you choose will not turn his camera on yet. We will have the other person turn their camera on, and we can get to know him for a minute.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Right. Yeah, so if your name, if you're not the chosen person,
you're not the chosen one.
We'd ask the chosen person to leave their camera off, and then the other person will turn the camera on, and we can see you and get to know you. And maybe, listen, you're both amazing.
I know. Listen, we have a list of bachelorettes.
If we keep going on, we have a lot more women that listen to us than men, obviously. So your options are going to be much broader.
Seriously.
Okay. So.
All right.
Who is your? Do you know? Or
drum roll?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
All right. I think both guys are amazing.
Yeah.
I aligned with a lot of both of them, but there has to be a winner, and I am choosing Mike.
Oh, yay, Mike. Okay, so Mike, leave your camera off. Josh, can you turn your camera on?
Yeah. 1 sec. Let me sit up.
He's like, let me sit up.
Were you laying down? Were you laying?
Were you on your couch just
You were
chilling?
laying down?
Were you Netflix and chilling?
It's really just relaxing.
What happened? Are you laying down with dogs?
He got really comfortable.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Hi, Josh. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you. What is? Oh, do you have a T-shirt with a picture of yourself on it?
That's hysterical.
No, I wish.
What is that picture?
Sinatra.
Oh, the man, the myth. Josh, you're so cute, and even your like really bushy like Queen's mustache. I like it. I'm here for it. It's a look.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's trending.
Inspired.
Is it? Did you watch a Queen's movie?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh my God, amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so
Josh,
adorable.
you're a cutie.
You're amazing. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah,
Of course.
you're a total cutie. Josh, DM us if you want to be the Bachelor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're gonna do this again.
Yeah, we'll line up some ladies for you that you get to choose from.
Wow.
Okay.
That sounds great.
And make sure we know, your home address. We'll send you some swag.
We
All right. Cool.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, Mike. Let's see you. Let's turn your camera on. What do we got? I'm a little nervous. Hey! Oh, you're so cute.
Oh, they're so adorable. I love these boys. Why are you sitting in the dark?
So this is like 3 out of 10 right now. What?
Why are you sitting in the dark?
Yeah, you're in the dark.
I'm just chilling in bed. Sorry for work.
All right.
Turn some lights on.
Why is everyone in bed lounging? It's literally middle of the afternoon.
There you are. Oh, look how
All right.
handsome you
He
are.
gets
You're
up.
so cute.
He works nights.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look how cute. Why are you single? Why do you think you're single? I know why Bree's single is because she chooses the wrong guys that don't prioritize her.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have an answer. I was in a relationship for a while up until like a year and a half ago, and then just been single ever since. And that's really it.
All right, well, here
finding
you
himself.
are.
What?
He's finding himself.
Listen,
That's
you know
it,
what?
that's it.
Everything happens for a reason.
Soul searching.
Everything
Yeah.
happens
Yeah.
for a
We call.
reason, and I ship you too. I'm not
I
gonna
did
lie.
too.
You're-
Oh my God, cheers.
We're going to SaGhar.
Yeah, you're both gorgeous. You look great together already.
You're like
just on
Barbie and
screen.
Ken, these two.
Oh, he's got water. Yeah. Well, I can't wait to hear about your date. You will find a time that works for you and your schedule, okay, Mike? That you guys can go out together. And
that'd be perfect.
and if we need to get you a ride from Valley Stream or whatever, we'll talk to Mark of Elegance, and we'll hook you guys up with a great night. We're not going to send a camera, I don't think.
No.
Chris, but
He's a cop. I mean, we don't need security.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a police officer. You're in such good hands.
My friends at work would be like, "You're on TV. What is this? What's going on?"
I love it. I love
you're going to be
so
on Instagram.
cute.
We'll take pictures of you guys. So don't get mad at Bree when she's taking selfies. She doesn't always do selfies on dates, but it'll be her job.
It's like we're telling her to document it the whole
We'll take
time.
pictures, he said.
I love it.
So cute. cute. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
he has his contact information. We can contact him.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Nice to meet you.
All right, thank you guys.
All right. Bye.
All right,
Excited.
Okay. Oh my God, he's so cute, and they're both so cute. It's fine. He's still on there. He's gonna click off.
There you go.
Whoa.
So cute. Are you kidding me?
We just
So excited.
I'm saying we just nailed that. All right, we got it. Okay.
Thank you,
I
guys.
was not sure about that.
So excited.
I wasn't sure
I
how
think
it
we
was gonna
did good.
Yeah.
I think we did good.
did good.
We nailed
Okay,
it.
so we'll figure out a time. It'll be so you won't hear the results for a couple weeks because we got to get them time. He's
But-
busy. You're busy.
And Bree's going to come on when you're away, and we're going to talk about
It'll
it.
take a while
Yes.
to go on the date and document it. So in a couple weeks, we'll have you come back, and we'll see how it went. And if we made a love connection, I love it.
We'll see. Stay tuned.
All right, thanks, Bree.
Thanks, Bree.
Okay, so I think we made a love connection.
I
for
think
Bree.
we did.
And so now we have to talk Chris into seeing if he's doing it. So a couple things. A, if you want to date Josh, email us, okay, or DM us or
DM
whatever.
us, yeah.
And also, if you are interested in Chris, if you're a lady, Chris, I would say, Chris, what's your age range? 40 to 55?
That's a big range.
I'm going to say 40 to 55. If
Okay.
you're a woman, 40 to 55, and you would like to date Chris, who is also a super amazing catch.
Oh my God, yeah. We will put this on our
Yeah,
social.
we'll put all this on our Instagram.
Yeah.
DM us, and when we get people, we'll maybe do an episode if we get interest, and I'm sure we will because Chris is a catch. And then we have a great stuff. Make sure you're going to discoverlongisland.com to look at our blogs. We have a ton of things to do in the spring. Follow
So
our
much fun.
TikToks.
Yeah.
We have things to do this weekend. And then, of course, Long Island TV,
Yeah.
where Bree and Chris do the show of places to go all around.
What is this week's episode? I feel like it's...
Well, we just did Macari.
Macari,
which,
yeah.
if you love the wines that we drink, they go to Macari. And we've got a bunch of stuff coming up in the spring. We've got tulip festivals and breweries. It's going to be amazing. So just follow all of our channels.
And we're going to be giving away 4 pairs of tickets to May Day Festival, which is so exciting.
That's coming up. And we gave away the tickets to MERS Paramount show and to the book. And so just make sure you're following our Instagram because that's where we're doing all these amazing giveaways. So in the meantime, we will see you next week. And
Cheers.
have a great week.